Hi, Rafael. Are you ready for the English class contest? We need to choose the most interesting movie story to present. I think Titanic is an excellent option. It starred Leonardo DiCaprio and Katie Winslet. I really liked this movie because it was emotional and romantic.
Hi, Efraín. Yes, I am ready. Titanic was great, but I think Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone was more exciting. It starred Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint. I love this movie because it had fantasy and adventure.
Okay, let me explain. Titanic first, Jack was a poor young man, and Rose was a rich young woman. They meet on the ship and fell in love while they were spending time together. Rose's family was trying to separate them. However, the ship hit an iceberg and started to sink. People were running and screaming. It was one of the saddest ending because Jack did.
That's really sad. So what happened when the ship it hit the iceberg?
When the ship hit the iceberg, people were panicking and trying to escape. In addition, the crew was trying to control the situation, but it was very difficult.
I see. And what were Jack and Rose doing at that moment?
They were trying to stay together and survive. Jack was helping Rose while the ship was sinking.
That makes sense. Yes, Titanic was very emotional. However, Harry Potter had more magic and action. Harry lived with his aunt and uncle, and they treated him badly. Then he received a letter from Hogwarts.
Really? So what happened when he arrived at Hogwarts?
When he arrived, he met Ron and Hermione. While he was studying there, he was learning spells and making friends. In addition, they discovered that someone wanted to steal the Sorcerer's Stone.
Interesting. And how did they protect it?
They worked together and faced different challenges. Harry was very brave, and in the end, he stopped the villain.
The song exciting in addition Titanic had a beautiful music and amazing scenes while the ship was sailing. Jack and Rose were enjoying their time together. I think it was one of the best love stories ever made.
I understand. On the other hand, Harry Potter was more entertaining for students because it had magic and adventure. I enjoyed the movie because it was more dynamic than Titanic.
Yes, that's true. Titanic was cedar and more realistic, but Harry Potter was funnier and more exciting. Many classmates may prefer adventure movies.
Exactly. I think Harry Potter was more interesting because it had action and fantasy, while Titanic was more emotional and romantic.
Yes, I agree with that comparison.
In conclusion, I think Harry Potter is the best option because it was the most interesting and magical story.
I agree with you. I still love Titanic, but Harry Potter is better for the presentation. Let's choose it.
Perfect. Let's practice leather and do your best. Thank you.
Thank you.